Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Beth. Today I have a book review for you. It is The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli, and I am being such a cheap hoe by showing you this on my tablet, but I read it as an ebook and I don't actually have the book with me. So let's get right into the review. So this book follows twin sisters, Molly and Cassie, primarily Molly. Molly is the one that we kind of get the viewpoint from, but Molly and Cassie are fraternal twins, and this book starts out where Cassie gets a girlfriend. Cassie is a lesbian, or at least queer. They haven't actually said that she was a lesbian, but she's queer in some way, and there's a lot of diversity in this book actually, but after Cassie gets a girlfriend, she doesn't want to drift away from Molly. So she starts to kind of push love interests in on Molly. Molly has had 26 crushes, but has never done anything about it. And she has this fear of rejection, especially because she is a bigger girl, unlike her sister, who is not big. Like I said, they're fraternal twins, so they don't look alike, and they're actually quite different as people as well. So Cassie starts to kind of push her girlfriend's best friend onto Molly, and Molly thinks, okay, well, maybe I'm into this guy, maybe I'm not, maybe he thinks this of me, or whatever. She's having this internal dialogue with herself, but while she has an interest in this guy, she also has developed an interest for a guy that she works with, and he is the total opposite of the other love interest. This guy is a total geek, and Molly is thinking to herself, I'm not sure this is someone that I could picture myself being with. Like, is this good? Like, like this isn't the hot guy. But so there is sort of a love triangle in the story, but it's not a love triangle because it's really clear which one of the guys she has the chemistry with. The family dynamics in this book is so good. The diversity in the book is so good. I just want to go over the diversity real quick. So her twin sister Cassie is queer, and her girlfriend is Korean American. Cassie's girlfriend, I should say, is Korean American and is pansexual. And then Molly and Cassie have two mothers, one of which is a woman of color, and their baby brother is of color, and the family is Jewish. And one of the moms is bisexual. I think I covered all the bases there. So there is a lot of diversity that isn't pushed on you. It comes very naturally and is very much like how our world is. It comes across very non-forced. So I really appreciated that. I thought that was very awesome. And the parents are very present in the lives of these girls. They don't just disappear into nothing land like so many parents do in YA books. There's also body diversity in this. They don't go into how big Molly is, but she's a self-proclaimed fat girl, so she's fat. And then one of her love interests is described as husky, and then her friend Olivia is described as being curvy. So there's also some body diversity, and she deals with her body image. Part of what I loved about this book is that it does touch on body image and how she feels that guys see her and the world reacts to her being the size that she is, especially compared to her sister, who is not bigger, and their friends, and all of this internal dialogue she has about her weight. But the book isn't just saturated with her being a bigger person. It is definitely a part of the book, and an important part, I would say, and it is definitely well written, I'd say, but it doesn't take over the story. Throughout the book, Molly is struggling with drifting apart from her twin sister, her fraternal twin sister, Cassie. She is struggling with the fact that they're getting older, and one of them has a significant other, and Molly just kind of feels like she's left behind, and she's dealing with that, and that's why she is being pushed by her sister, Cassie, to this one love interest who is the friend of her girlfriend, because she wants them to date best friends. And so there's love interest number one, who is this really cool, hot guy. And then there's love interest number two, who is husky and is like king of Geekland. And and I love the references. There's Game of Thrones references, there's Harry Potter references, there's Tolkien references. It's pretty awesome. And as the story progresses, we find that Molly is starting to have this feeling like, maybe I need to feel rejection, because she's had these 26 crushes and has been so terrified of rejection, which is why she hasn't done anything about these crushes. But she's starting to feel like, maybe I'm too careful. So she starts to make this pledge to herself that she's not going to be as careful. And there is a point in the book where she does face rejection, and it goes through how she deals with that and how that kind of makes her stronger as a person. Another point that is touched on lightly, at any rate, is mental illness. Molly has anxiety, and I believe she takes Zoloft for it, and that really hit home for me because I also suffer with anxiety, and I also take Zoloft. So what I love about this is it's not demonized like her taking medication. It's very normal, and it's very normal for her to have to think that she has to take it consistently, and has to remember that she shouldn't be drinking with her medication. And it's a normalized part of society, and it's not in any way weird, and that's not something that you usually see in YA books. The chemistry between Molly and love interest number two, I will say, is so sweet. And I was just, the whole time I was reading this book, Molly's inner dialogue, all the characters, they're just so relatable. And this is a great portrayal of what it's like to be a teenager. And not all YA authors can hit it on the head like that. And Becky Albertalli, I believe her name is, she definitely hits it on the head. Like, this is what it's like to be a teenager. This is how we think and how we feel. And I say I'm just a couple years out from being a teenager. I'm 20, but that's how they think and how they feel, and the awkwardness and everything. It's just so raw and real and not phoned in. Overall, I gave this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really adored it. I couldn't stop smiling through most of the book, and I highly recommend it. I think it's a great YA read. Alright, sorry for all the rambling and tripping over my words, but that has been my review of The Upside of Unrequited. And like the cheap hoe I am, I'm just going to show it here on this tablet. I don't have the book because I read it on ebook. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like. And if you're new here, please subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.